Mindful Life Practice community.
Good. So the class today is one where we will revisit some of the very common asanas or posture that we go through and we flow through in vinyasa practice. So downward facing dog, upward facing dog, and how to transition from one to the other safely without hurting the back. Okay. Apart from that, we're going to start with one breath exercise, which is the lion's breath, simhasan, and we're going to do a couple of postures lying down that will help us to get into half moon pose a little bit, just to understand how to place the hips. Okay, so today you might think that the postures are very basic, like tree pose, fallen tree, but it's just about understanding the engagement of the muscles and how to position yourself. So we'll hold them longer and really make our foundation strong. Okay, and time permitting, we'll revisit some of the postures we did in the last two classes. All right, so we're going to start seated. Just to take a moment and center ourselves. So go ahead and find your seated position. Always feel free to elevate yourself by sitting on a block or a cushion. And close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, consciously think of relaxing the shoulders. And once you do that, feel your arms flowing freely from the shoulders. Your hands land on the knees or on the thighs. And let the rest of the day that has been just be in the background now. This is your time on the mat. Your full awareness is here. And this is a wonderful opportunity for all of us to get in touch a little more with the body through the breath. Keeping your eyes closed, please bring your palms to touch in Anjali Mudra or prayer gesture in front of your chest. Bow the head slightly. Breathe in for one Om together. And with that, set your intention for the rest of your practice, for the rest of your evening, or just an intention in general. Repeat it to yourself. And then rub your palms together. Feel the warmth and energy you're creating, and then gently place the center of your palms on top of your eyes. Inhale and exhale here. Good, release. Join the palms, bow the head. Namaste. Thank you for joining. Okay, we're going to start. So we're going to start with one mudra and breath work, like I said, and then move on to the lion's breath. So left hand comes in front of your chest. Let the shoulders be relaxed. Right hand faces the left palm, and you're going to clasp the four fingers. The thumbs are relaxed on either side. Okay, elbows in line with the wrists. Sit upright. We're going to inhale here. The hands are soft and relaxed. On the exhale, pull the elbows in the opposite direction. Exhale slowly and completely. So you'll notice right away as you pull, these muscles in the chest start to activate. Inhale, release the pull. Exhale, pull the elbows away from each other. So we're turning to slow and conscious breath now. Inhale, release. Exhale, pull. So this is Ganesha Mudra, the gesture of Lord Ganesha, who stands for removal of obstacles in the way of, our journey towards our goals. Good. Slowly release the shoulders. Just notice what you feel here in the shoulders. It's a great mudra to send prana, energy, into the chest and into your arms. So we're going to do a lot of shoulder work today. So this is a great way to activate. Let's do the other side. Right hand in front of the chest, palm faces away. Left hand faces the right hand. Clasp the four fingers and then inhale. And exhale, making sure you're still seated upright, crown of the head reaching up, shoulders relaxed. And exhale. Inhale, release the pull. Deep, full breath in. Exhale. Elbows out to the sides. Last one. Good. And slowly release your hands. Good. Hands on your knees. Let the hands stay here. Loop the shoulders in, up and back. Big shoulder rolls. In, up, back. Keep the hands where they are. One more time. Really good. Okay. Good job. Nice. Now, with your sitting bones on the floor, we're going to bring the legs nice and straight in front of us. They can stay a little bent. You can even place something under the knees if you need a little support. Hands, make fists with your fingers and reach them up. Okay, now we're going to do the rowing motion, reaching the hands forward and leaning back. So if I have to show it to you sideways, I'm leaning back. Imagine you're really rowing a boat. Okay, so again, we're adding a little bit of movement now in the elbows and of course in the shoulders. Good. Reach forward. Reach as far as you can with your hands. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Let's do 5 more. Inhale. Exhale. Full range of motion through the shoulders. Reaching up and forward. Last one. Forward. Okay, really good. And these are part of the Hatha Yoga energy block releasing movements. Okay, part of the warm-ups. Now legs will stay the way they are. We're going to bring the right hand up, left hand forward and down. Again, make fists. So you want to imagine you're pulling a rope hanging from the ceiling. So you're going to lift the head, eyes are on your right hand, and you're going to pull that rope. So you're creating your own resistance. Pull the rope down, eyes follow the hand. Lift the left arm, gaze lifts, pull. Up, inhale, pull. Left and pull. Creating your own resistance here. Stay with your breath. We're going to do 2 more on each side. Let your eyes really follow the hand. Last one. Good. And release. Okay. Now bring your feet closer to you. Sorry, I forgot about the lion's breath. Let's do the lion's breath first, and then we'll finish our warm-up. Okay. Now for the lion's breath, we're going to come into this kneeling position and untuck the toes. Toes together. Toes are touching. And our sitting bones will come and rest on top of our heels. If this doesn't feel very comfortable, place something under your sitting bones. Okay, good. Now, hands are on our knees. What we're going to do is inhale through the nose, and on the exhale, you're going to really stick your tongue out and down. Try to touch your chin. Okay, don't strain your tongue in any way. Your tongue is going to stick out and down. And you're going to exhale through the mouth, okay? It's as if a lion was roaring, okay? So inhaling through the nose, exhaling, press the hands down and stick the tongue up. So we're not vocalizing, so our voice is not coming out. It's like a very deep ha sound, okay? Let this ha sound come from your exhalation and the contraction of the belly muscles. And when you press the hands down, you might feel an urge to propel yourself forward. And that's okay to do. Okay, so let's do 3 rounds together. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And release. Now, can you look toward the center of your eyebrows without wrinkling your forehead? Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Release. Take a moment, close your eyes. Notice how this feels. Now, this is a practice to release tension from the throat and from the voice. And tension in the voice is often a manifestation of very deeply embedded tension in our mind and body. Okay, so we're going to do one more round in a different position. I want to invite you to give shape to any unexpressed emotions that you wish to release and really let them out with your exhale. Okay, this time let your knees come out wide, toes touch, hands are forward, and if you can, you're going to turn the fingertips towards the knees. Okay, good. So your chest is open. You're not dumping your belly down. Your chest is open. The hips are lifted. Okay, so we look towards the forehead. Inhale. Exhale. Do it one more time if this feels right for you. And release. All right. We're done with this, and we're going to move on to the last warm-up, coming into a squat position. Okay, if you need to sit on something, please place 2 blocks or 2 cushions underneath your sitting bones. This time, we're going to interlace our fingers, and this is the last one of the energy blockage movements that we do in Hatha Yoga. Okay, interlace. Reach up, and you're going to imagine you're chopping wood. Okay, so very sharp move down on the exhale. Inhale, let your eyes follow the hands. Exhale, chop. Hands follow, eyes follow the hands. Inhale, exhale. And you can also do the ha sound with this one. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Let's do 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Got it. Okay. Walk your feet closer. And we're going to lift ourselves up to standing position. Shake out the legs. Okay, good. So we're going to start at the top of our mat. Okay, and we're going to establish our foundation for downward facing dog. So, standing with your feet slightly apart, I want you to lift all 10 toes off the floor. Lift all 10 toes. Okay, now can you roll to the outside edges and then the inside edges? Outside edges, inside edges. Good. Just noticing how your feet feel. Now plant the big toe mount down and the little toe mount down. Okay, Shaban. All right. Now release all 10 toes down. Let the toes yawn and really spread. And we're not clinching the toes down. They're firmly grounded and that's it. Your heel is down. Think of lifting the inner edges of your feet up. Even if they don't physically lift, think of energetically lifting from the inner edges through the legs. Lift your kneecaps. So this is called the foot lock, Pada Bandha. Okay, this will give you a very strong foundation for all postures. Okay, good. Now you're at the top of your mat. You have Pada Bandha, foot lock. Reach the arms to the sides to come up. Good. You're here. Now I want you to gaze down. Can you see these bottom ribs flaring up? Maybe with your fingers pinch them together to come towards the center. Good. That's it. Tactile really helps, so you can use your hands sometimes. Good. Do you have an overarching happening in your lower back? Send the tailbone down towards your heel. So your core is engaged now. Good. Now look up and place your palms against one another. So palms are together and look up towards the tip of your thumbs. Good. Take an inhale here. Are your feet still in foot lock? Pada Bandha, inner edges lifting. Inner arch lifting, sorry. Good. Now fold forward. Bend the knees. Let that spine be long and drop the head. So we're coming into a forward fold, Uttanasana, keeping the knees bent. Okay. Good. And drop the head. So the hands might not reach the floor. That's okay. You can use blocks under the hands. I want you to focus more on pulling the lower belly in and reaching the belly towards your thighs, bending the knees as much as you need for this. Good. Create length in the back of your neck. Take 2 more breaths here. You still have your pada bandha, your foot lock. Good. Nice. So now from your forward fold, keep your hands down and step both your feet back into a plank position. Drop the knees. Okay, second foundation, our hands. Our hands are just like our feet. We're going to do the same. Spread your fingers comfortably wide. Now, imagine you want to open jars, okay, without moving your hands. And open your chest this way. Externally rotate your shoulders, okay? So press into your finger pads, externally rotate your shoulders. Can you notice that the index finger mount is lifting off the floor when you rotate your shoulders open? That happens naturally. So now I want you to counteract that by internally rotating your forearms, okay? Internally rotate your forearms, press the mount of your index fingers down. Okay, did that work for you? Try again. Externally rotate the shoulders to open the chest. Internally rotate the forearms to press the mount of your index fingers down. Good. So this is hand lock. So now you have a strong foundation in your hands. Good. Now from here, all 10 toes are tucked under. We're going to send the hips back. Take an inhalation. Exhale, let the belly button go in towards the spine, lift the knees, and let your pubic bone lead the way in lifting your hips up. Send the hips up, 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 up. Good. Are we still keeping the hand lock? Hatha bandha. Is your index finger mount pressing down? Are you opening that jar with your fingers towards the outsides? Good. Take one more breath here. Good. Can you bend your knees a little more? Keep the heels off the floor and lift the hips a little higher. Heels off the floor, hips up. Good. And slowly return the knees down to the ground. And release. Take a break for your wrist. Just ask yourself if that felt any different from the usual downward facing dog that you do. Now the next 2 points we're going to look at are our legs, how we engage the legs, and how the head is. Okay, so you can have a look. From here, I want you to bend your knees and look towards your feet. Are you able to see your heels? If your heels are coming out, you want to press them in. Okay, second thing, bend the knees and press the thighs back. So this bone is pressing back. Okay, this way, press back. And for the head, you're just going to keep the neck relaxed. Okay, and then slowly as you build more strength, you'll be able to gaze towards your belly button. Okay, good. Let's try all of that out together. Hand lock. Externally rotate the shoulders, internally rotate the forearms. Pubic bone leads the way as you lift the hips up, belly button in, exhale. Good. Bend the knees, press the thighs back. Can you engage your quadriceps and press the thighs back? Yes, good. Neck is relaxed. Yes. Now, can you think of getting longer through those arms? As if the elbow was going away from the wrist, the shoulders were going away from your elbows. Hip bones lifting up, nice, good. And breathe here. Keep your neck relaxed, your jaws relaxed. Nicely done. Now slowly see if your heels can come down towards the ground, keeping that height through the hips, keeping that height through the tailbone. Good. It doesn't have to touch the floor. That's the way it's reaching towards. Really good. And now look forward and release. Okay? How did that feel? Does it feel like, yeah, you feel an engagement? Good. We'll revisit that in just a bit. Now we're going to go into upward facing dog. Okay. Lower yourself and think of lowering yourself from the upper body in one block. Okay, in one piece. Not the shoulders, the chest first. So we're going to shift the shoulders forward, keep the core super engaged, and slowly start to bend into the elbows, reaching the chest forward, 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 belly in, and the upper body comes down in one piece. Okay, let's start with Cobra. Hands under the shoulders, elongate through the legs. Now, any back extension work, you want to elongate the spine first. So bring your head down and see if you can shimmy your rib cage up towards the top edge of the mat. Good. Even if it's just a centimeter, lengthen your spine. Good. Now, hands under the shoulders, press the tops of your feet down, lift the kneecaps, engage your quadriceps. Inhale, peel the chest off the floor, elbows stay close to the body. Can you keep length through the back of your neck? Lower down. Good. Two more. Inhale, Cobra. So imagine I'm standing behind you. My hands are on your shoulder blades and I'm gliding them towards your sitting bones. I'm pulling your shoulder blades down the back. Pull them down. Yes, last one. Lift up. Nicely done and release. Okay, good. Relax the shoulders. Take a moment. Wiggle your hips side to side. Have a look as I show you upward facing dog. So first thing, hands will be next to the rib cage now, not under the shoulders. Elbows stay close to me. Legs are super long and engaged. Now, I'm going to lift, press the tops of the feet down, squeeze my thighs in, and pull the shoulders back. Okay? So a lot of time people are here because their hips are sinking, shoulders are up. Okay, this puts a lot of pressure here. So I want you to now grab a hold of your block and place it in between your thighs. Okay, place it in between your thighs, and this will give you something to kind of feel that sensation of squeezing the inner thighs in. Okay, hands under the shoulders. Oh, sorry, next to the rib cage. Press the tops of the feet down. Lift your kneecaps, engage your quads, lengthen the spine, inhale, push the ground away. Good. Let your chest come through the gateway of your shoulders and squeeze the inner thighs into the block. Lift, pull the shoulders back, heart forward, lengthen the neck. Good. To come back down, knees come first, down, pull the belly in and slowly release. Okay. Good. So what's happening is I think your hands are a little forward. Can you pull them more back, Ewa? Okay. Here. So they're next to the lower ribs. Okay. So because when you come up, you want your hands to be under the shoulders like this. Okay. And don't worry, this comes with strength in the arms. As you build strength in the arms, you will be able to push more. Okay. You can push, put the block away. Bring the feet a little closer. We're going to do it one more time and hold, okay? Good. Press into the hands. Remember, hand lock, okay? Press into the index finger mount. Inhale, lift up, squeeze your thighs in, lift the kneecaps, press the tops of the feet into the ground. Yes, lengthen the neck. The last part of this is putting the head back, but this is optional, only if it's okay for your neck. Lift, yes. Breathe. 2 more breaths. You've got this. Push away from the ground. Lift the chest. Good. Release the knees down. Pull the belly in. So keep your core engaged and lowered. Good. Press yourself up into child's pose. Give your back a little stretch. Completely relax your back. Good. Let's take one more breath here. Inhale and exhale. Getting back in touch with your breath, your body. Nice. And now inhale. Come back into your tabletop position. Next, we're going to have a look at Warrior 1. So we're transition through downward dog. Okay, so let's remember all that we've learned. Hand lock. Finger pads into the mat. Mount of the index finger down. Open to the chest. Tuck your toes under. Press the hips back. Keep an engagement in your core. And lead up through the pubic bone. So really push the pubic bone up, up, up. Think of getting longer through those arms. And then through the legs as well, from the heels up to the sitting bones. Good. Can you engage your quadriceps by pulling your kneecaps up? Breathe. Let your neck relax, head relax. Your gaze is soft towards the center of your knees. Breathe. Nice. Hand lock. Breathe. One more breath. Nicely done. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees. And now, as you step forward, I want you to keep lifting your hips up. So step forward, lift your hips. Step forward, lift your hips. Hands are taking more and more weight. Keep lifting your hips. Lift, 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 and release the head. Come into a ragdoll position just to release any tension from the back. And then slowly roll yourself up. Good. Okay. So we're going to now do warrior one. Okay. Let's bring the right foot forward, left foot back. So it's a large stance. Okay, nice and wide. Right toes are facing forward. Left toes are facing slightly in at a diagonal. So heel to heel alignment, like we did in warrior two. Okay, or heel to arch. If your balance is an issue, pull the left foot more towards the edge of the mat. Okay. If your mobility in the ankle is giving you trouble to keep the heel down, you're going to just lift the heel. Okay? Okay. Now, hands on the hips. Turn your hips towards the same direction your right toes are facing in. Okay? Good. So your collarbones and your hip bones are facing the same direction. Okay. Now, we're going to bend the forward knee, trying to keep that back foot on the floor. 90-degree angle. Knee comes over the ankle. And straighten. Now, I want you to focus on foot lock. Pada Bandha. Can you press equally into the big toe mount and the small toe mount, lifting up from the inner arch of your foot? And come back up. Okay, let's add the arms. Bend the forward knee. The knees tracking over the second and third toe. You're going to reach the arms up. Okay, reach the arms up. And once again, can you look down towards your ribs and pinch those ribs in together? Pinch those ribs together. Nice, arms are up. Good, stay strong through that forward leg. And maybe your palms touch overhead and you look up towards the tips of your thumbs. Nice, pull the lower belly in so your core is engaged, yes. And send the tailbone down towards the back heel. Emily, your knees caving in slightly. Pull it out. Yes, nice. Good. Release, take a break. Okay, good. So it's a strong posture, strong warrior one. Lots of strength. Shake out your legs. We'll do the other side. Okay, and just remember, if you have any questions, maybe keep them in mind and you can ask me after. Okay, now left foot out, right foot 45 degrees in. See if you can reach your heel down. And if you can, you're going to think of pressing the outer edge of your back foot down and reach down through that heel. Okay, if you can't, this is fine. Crescent lunge. Okay, so hands on the hips. The hips are here where the bones are. Turn. Done. So you will feel this bone internally rotate. This is what we're looking for. Internally rotate. Okay, good. Now, with the hands on the hip bones, pull them down and pull the crown of the head up. Okay, now to find a natural extension of the spine, you're going to keep thinking of your tailbone reaching down towards your heel. Okay, we're not doing this, but we're just lengthening naturally and pressing the ribs in together. Okay, let's bend the forward knee. Knees over the ankle. Okay, nice. And reach the arms up now. Okay, ribs are in, tailbone reaching down, knee tracking over the second toe. Virabhadrasana 1, warrior 1. Palms together, and if it's okay for your neck, you're looking up towards the tip of your thumbs. Nice. Good. Breathe. Really good, Susan. Good form. Good. If it bothers your knee, you just don't bend so much. You come into a shallower warrior. Stay there. Is your breath still fluid and calm? One more breath. And slowly release. Good. Release and shake out those legs. Shake out the shoulders if you need to. Good. So today it's just about understanding how to position. Next time we'll do this and we'll do warrior two in a sequence. Okay? So hopefully you kind of get how to position yourself now. You can ask me questions after. Okay, moving on. Okay, this is going to be nice. So we're going to come down on the floor and just come onto the right side of your body and you're looking towards, so that you can see the screen. Left leg on top. Okay, so we're going to do the fallen tree. Okay, extend your right arm on the floor and really crawl your fingers away. Crawl your fingers away. And don't worry of Emily and Ewa, just the way you are is okay. I will give you cues that will help. Okay, now lower the head down on the arm. The bottom leg, right leg, really straighten it and sharpen it. Okay, flex at the ankle and the left leg comes on top. Both your hips are stacked. Core is engaged. Okay, now from here, I want you to sharpen that bottom leg and see how the flesh here, where it's touching the ground, what it tells you about the relationship that the body has with the floor. Can you press the foot down onto the floor and engage all those muscles in the legs? Notice how this feels. The flesh is slightly coming off the floor now. Relax, it's melting, okay, on the floor. Sharpen the leg, it's lifting off. Okay, you want to keep this engagement. Now the top leg, lengthen it. Imagine you're kicking into the wall in front there. Okay, good. So both your feet are flexed now. Lift the top leg. Lift the top leg just a little higher than hip height, your hip. Okay, good. We're not rolling back. We're not falling back. Left hand is in front to support and hold. Hold it there. Keep your bottom leg nice and sharp. Ewa, lower the leg a little bit. Good. I want your knee to face forward and not up towards the ceiling. Flex the foot. Nice. Good. Breathe. Stay here. Feel the engagement in that top hip and the bottom leg, trying to keep your balance. Now, can you stay with this balance and lift the left hand off the floor, bring it by the side of your body? Can you balance here? Keep your core engaged, ribs pinched in towards the center. Hold. Your top leg is screaming maybe. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Release the leg. Okay. Mini break. Have a look here. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to bend the top leg and bring the heel as far up as possible and come into a fallen tree. Now, the bottom leg needs to be very sharp, just as if you were doing tree pose standing. Okay? So as if you're standing on that bottom leg, bring the foot in, and this time you can bend the elbow and relax your head on your hand. Okay, so I want you to really think of sharpening the bottom leg, planting your foot on the inner thigh, and then opening the knee up towards the ceiling. Okay, hand is forward and down for balance. Try that out now. Okay, you can support the head with your hand, bending the elbow if you want. Okay, now, everyone, notice what your glutes are doing. Are they sleepy or are they active? I want you to engage your glutes and send the tailbone forward. Tailbone forward. Engage your glutes a little more. Is that allowing you to open the thighs a little more? Hold this engagement. Can you straighten the left arm and bring the back of your hand against the inner thigh? Hold it here. Keep the bottom leg sharp as if you were standing on that bottom leg. Breathe. Good. Even if we're not standing, we're still working on balance, if you notice. Keep squeezing those glutes. Tailbone comes forward. All right. And release. Take a break. Release your neck. Have a look. We're staying on this side for one more. We're going to do Anantasana. Okay. For Anantasana, I'm going to ask you to grab a hold of your big toe and then straighten the leg. If this is not possible, we're going to use a strap, but we're first going to try this. Okay? All right. So straighten that bottom leg. Sharp. Imagine your foot is against the wall in front of you, okay? Now, grab a hold of your big toe with your peace fingers of the left hand. Okay? And now slowly start to straighten the leg. Okay. Now, I want you to think of all that we did. Your glutes are engaged and you're pulling your tailbone up. If you're not able to straighten the leg with your hands, leave the hand. Just keep the leg up. Leave your hand. We'll use the strap later. And many people think that it's about this, reaching the foot to the head. No, it's about reaching the foot up to the ceiling. So pull the foot up towards the ceiling and hold. Yes, glutes engaged, tailbone forward. Breathe. Don't let the top hip fall back, Ewa. Nice. Keep your foot engaged, Susan, and pull the sole of your foot up towards the ceiling. Nice. Breathe. 2, 1, and release down. Okay, good. Release and just come to a seat, and we're going to do the same on the other side. And I'm just going to show you something that will give you a little more perspective on how this works, okay? Now, if I'm standing like this in tree pose, okay, my knee, it's okay if it's not in line with your hip. Our bodies are made differently, so maybe your body doesn't allow you to do that. But if my glute is sleepy, it's going to do this. Can you see the relationship between my hip and the knee? If I strengthen and activate my glute, tailbone forward, my knee slightly moves outward. So this will lengthen this muscle. And how this works in relationship to half moon pose is the same thing. So if my knee is out like this, my moon pose is going to be the same because I'm going to be able to lengthen the front of my thigh. Same concept. But if I'm here, my moon pose is going to be here. Can you see that? Okay, so this is what we're working on, just so that you understand when we do it on the other side. Okay? Good. So lie down on your left side. Next time we will work on the moon pose, half moon pose. Okay, straighten your left leg. Right leg comes on top of it. Lengthen your left arm, crawl your fingers away from you, lengthening through the side body, and rest your head. Okay, right hand in front of you. Flex both your feet and imagine you're standing on that bottom leg. Engage the quads, lift the kneecaps. Good, and now slowly start to lift the top leg. Good. Think of somebody pulling your leg away from you, so really activate and lengthen. Keep your foot flexed. And after a couple of breaths, straighten your arm and bring your arm by the side of your body. Can you find balance? You might roll over. That's totally normal. You just come back. Yes, can you flex your foot, Yasser, as if you were pressing the heel away from you? Flex. Yes, yes, hold. We're holding for 3 more breaths. Sharp legs, especially the bottom leg. 2, 1. Really good. Release. Okay. Now bend the top leg. Bring the sole of your foot to the inside of your left thigh. Sorry about the phone. Okay. Now, I want you to really flex the bottom foot and press the heel away from you. Okay. Can you activate the muscles of your thighs? Nice. Now reach the right hand off the floor, lengthen through the right arm, press the back of your right hand against the inner thigh. Good. Notice what your glutes are doing. Can you push the tailbone forward? Nice. Good. Breathe. Keep your bottom leg sharp. as if you were standing on it. Nice. One more breath. Good. And release. Okay. Take a little break with your shoulder if you need to. And now we're going to bend and lift. So the reason I didn't use the strap is when we have the strap, we tend to pull more like this. I want you to activate. Next time we'll use the strap, okay? Okay. Don't worry, Emily and Emma, we're going to use the strap for something else today. Okay, you were excited about it, so. Okay, now, bend the top leg, grab your big toe with your peace fingers, and now lengthen through that leg and see if you can straighten this one. Okay, so like I said, the aim is not to bring the foot to your head. It's about lengthening and engaging your glutes, pulling the tailbone forward. And once you get this, like this on the floor, we'll be able to do this standing. That's why it's very important to get this foundation right. Good. Hold it there. Nice. Press the sole of your foot up, even if you're not grabbing onto the toe, Susan, that's fine. I want you to engage those glutes, tailbone forward, reach the leg long. Really nice, Emily, Ewa. Good. Breathe. Good. And stay here for 2 more breaths. Full body is engaged. Your core is engaged. Your legs are engaged. Standing leg as well. Keep it sharp. Nice. And release. Okay. Good job, everyone. And release. Okay. Let me just do a quick time check. Okay. We're going to do our hip opening now. This is where we're going to need the strap. Okay, so keep your towel or the strap handy. And come to a lying down position. Supine. Okay, good. So once you're lying down, we're going to keep the right leg nice and straight. Okay, right hand will come on the right thigh to press it down. Okay, and you're going to lift the left leg up. Now, 2 options. If you're not able to grab the big toe with your left hand, you're going to wrap your towel or the strap around the ball of your foot, okay? And then you're going to hold both edges with your left hand only, okay? Good. So 2 options. I'm going to show with my hand. Index and middle fingers wrapped around that big toe. Right hand on your right thigh, press it down, okay? Inhale here. Exhale. Scoop the belly in, lift the head, lift the shoulders, and pull the leg towards you. It's okay if you have a micro bend in the knee. Pull the leg towards you. Let your elbow come down towards the ground. Lift the head, lift the shoulders. You're engaging your core to lift the head and shoulders. Good. Nice. Keep pressing the right hand on your right thigh. Keep the right foot flexed. Chin towards your knee. And release. Release the head. Release the shoulders. Let's do it once again. I'm going to come to the screen now to see. So right hand presses the right thigh down. Inhale. Exhale, pull the belly button in. You're gently pulling the leg towards your head and bringing the chin towards your knee. Good. Yes. Scoop the belly in. Lift the head, shoulders a little more. Keep the right foot flexed. Nice. Chin towards your knee, Emily. Good. Nice job. And slowly release the head and shoulders down. Keep the leg and hand the way it is. Okay. Now, you're going to open the left leg out to the left side. So open the left leg out to the left side. If you can still hold the toe, you will still hold the toe. And press the right thigh down. Look over the right shoulder. If this is just too much for you, you're going to bend the knee 90 degrees and then open the knee out to the side. Okay? There are different options. Either the toe with your fingers, or the strap, or bend the knee. And hold. We're going to hold here for 5 to 6 breaths. Yeah, so melt your shoulders down and look over your right shoulder now. Try to bring the leg all the way down to the ground if you can. Yes, nice. So Ewa, press the right thigh down. You want to keep the right hip down as much as possible. Yes, yes, good. Breathe, really nice. Breathe into your hips. Soften, soften, soften. Yes, nice. We have one more breath here. Okay, now listen up. To come back, we're going to first look up towards the ceiling. Inhale. On the exhale, with control, can you lift the leg? With control, through the core, through the thighs. And release. Good. Okay. Release. We're going to do all of that on the other side. So straighten your left leg, reach the right leg up. Okay? So either you grab a hold of your big toe with your peace fingers, or you wrap your towel or your strap. So if you have your strap, use your right hand only to grab both the edges, both the sides of your strap. Left hand on your left thigh. Inhale, flex the left foot. Exhale, lift the head, lift the shoulders, pull the belly button in, pull the leg towards you. Micro bending the knee is fine. Chin towards your knee. Elbow is bent out to the side. Shoulders are away from the ears. Breathe. Good. Lift up. Every exhale, you're lifting your head and shoulders a little more. Nice. Pull the leg towards you. Good. 2 more breaths. Stay strong through that standing leg as well. Beautiful, everyone. And release everything. Release the head and the shoulders down. Leg and hand stays where it is. Okay. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, open the right leg to the side. Open, open, open to the side. It might reach the floor, it might not, okay? But keep pressing the left thigh down. If it's too much, again, you have the option to bend the knee and open it out. Look over the left shoulder. I want you to consciously breathe into the shoulders and let them melt towards the ground. Yes, nice. Good. So Emily, for you, the next step is going to be to pull the foot towards your head slowly. If you have the flexibility. Yeah, don't strain. Yeah, good. Hold. Good, everybody. Just hold here. 2 more breaths. Good. Nice job. Now with control, let's all look up towards the ceiling. Activate the inner thigh, the core, and lift the leg with control up towards the ceiling. Very nice. And release. Good. Hug your knees in. Roll from side to side. Good. And breathe here. Notice how you feel in the body. Okay, we have our back bend now. We're going to do that and yeah. Okay, so we're going to start the back bend with our little prep with bridge pose, okay? And today, once we reach in bridge pose, I'm going to ask you to shimmy your shoulder blades in, interlace the fingers and press the pinky edges of the fingers down to lift the hips a little higher. But when you lift the hips up, it doesn't mean flaring the ribs like this, okay? So the ribs stay in, the hips lift up, okay? And then release the hands, shimmy the shoulder blades away and lower down, okay? Feet down, Pada Bandha, foot lock, okay? This applies to all postures, foot lock. Nice and strong foundation, arms by the sides, inhale. Exhale, tailbone reaches towards your heels, peel your spine off the floor. Good. Let your thigh bones feel like they're getting longer. Lift the hips up. Your foot lock is still active. Good. If this is enough, you stay here or you interlace the fingers and shimmy your shoulder blades in. Press the pinky edges of the fingers down to lift your hips a little higher. Keep your foot lock going. Nice. Yeah, beautiful. You have a little apple between the chin and the chest. You don't want to squish it. Keep the back of your neck long. Nice. Can your breath still be nice and fluid? Your forehead relaxed and your jaws relaxed. Yes. take 2 more breaths. Good. And when you're ready to come out of the posture, nice and slow, release the fingers, shoulder blades widen, and then slowly start to melt from behind the chest. And then bring your spine down. Okay. Just hug your knees in. Okay. Now, either you do bridge pose again, if this is enough. If you want to try the wheel pose, please have a look first. I think Alex had a workshop. If you've done it, well, you're already pro. But if not, I'm just going to show you the steps. So my legs are foundation, okay, in any back bend. Legs are strong. Hands come just above the shoulders, elbows facing up. Now, you can just go to stage 1, where you lift the hips like you're doing your bridge pose. And press into your hands, bring the crown of your head down. Now my arms are really working hard here, no pressure in the neck. And then you come back down. If you want to go further, you're going to push the ground and think of lifting from the heart more and expanding through the chest. Okay? And then to come down, head down, and slowly lower down. Okay? So take it easy and do it step by step. Okay, feet down. Hands under the shoulders. Press into your feet. Foot lock. Lift. Crown of the head reaches down first. So Ewa, make sure your legs are strong. Elbows pointing up towards the ceiling. Lift through the heart. Nice job, Emily. Slowly come back down. You can take a break, Emily, and come back for at least 2 to 3 breaths. Good. Hold wherever you are for 3 breaths. And then release slowly. Take your time. Think of really lifting through the heart. Your thoracic spine is what you want to expand. Good. Nice. Foot lock. Yeah. And slowly release. Slowly release. Good. Hug your knees in. Roll from side to side. Nice. And slowly roll all the way to one side. Use your hands to lift yourselves up to come to seated. And before we close with our Shavasana, we're just going to do one little nerve flossing technique for the shoulders because we've worked a lot on the shoulders. Okay, good. So we're going to wrap the right arm around the back with the right hand and clasp the fingers. So right arm around the back, left hand clasps the fingers. Okay. Now from here, gently pull the right arm down diagonally. Let the shoulder blades descend and then drop the left ear towards your left shoulder. You should feel a nice stretch here. Good. Breathe. Nice, and slowly release. Let's do the other side. Release your arms. Left arm around the back. Right hand clasps the fingers. And then you're pulling the left arm diagonally down. Okay? And then drop the right ear towards the right shoulder. Let the shoulder blades descend. Good. And breathe. Let your breath slowly come back to its natural rhythm. Nice, and release. Okay, good. To finish off, we're going to bring both our arms to the side, turn the fingers down, palms away from you. Imagine really you're pressing into the walls on either side. You should feel a nervy sensation running down your arms. Don't let it be painful. If it's too much, release, soften the fingers. Okay, good. Now from here, rotate from the shoulders in and out a few times. Good. Come back to that position, and this time turn the palms towards you. This time you'll find a nervy sensation here, radial nerve. Good. And can you circle the arms a few times? And this nervy sensation just means that the conduction between those muscles through those nerves is getting a bit stronger. So the conduction between the muscles and the brain. Good. And slowly release. Shake out your arms. Okay. Good. We've got exactly 5 minutes, perfect for our Shavasana. You're going to lie down on your back. And if you want, for the first few breaths, you have the option to come into reclined butterfly. And maybe have your hands on your thighs or one hand on the belly, one hand on the chest. And really take this opportunity to feel the breath. And although this practice didn't involve a lot of movement, it involved a lot of awareness in the body. So every time you do these exercises, you're building more body awareness. And this helps you to avoid a lot of injuries and mishaps in the body by having more awareness in your movements, in your joints, in your muscles. So be grateful for that. Just let your breath nurture every cell of your body. Allow yourself to relax through the forehead, the jaws, the cheeks. And allow a wave of calm to flow through the body, to wash through your body. And if you were in reclined butterfly and you'd like to make it into Shavasana now, extend your legs. Let your arms be by the sides of your body. And completely allow your body to be supported now by the earth. Let go of physical tension, mental tension. You've done all that you needed to do today. It's now time to surrender. Relax. If there are any spots of tension in the body, allow these sounds to bring in a wave of calm and to take those tensions away. Know that I will bring you back whenever it is time to close the practice. For now, just allow yourself to get in touch with the peace and silence that is within you. Slowly start to become more aware of your surroundings now. And taking a slightly deeper breath, let your deep inhalation awaken your body. Start to wiggle your toes and your fingertips. And then roll over to one side of the body. Use your hands to press yourselves up. Coming into a seated position, keeping your eyes still closed. Bring your palms to touch in front of your heart. Take a moment to really feel grateful to yourself first for making it to the mat. Feel grateful for your body, for all that it was able to do today. And let's close by chanting Om Peace, 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 Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti together. Inhale. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bow your head, maybe bring your fingers to the ground, touching Mother Earth, taking in all the energy that is available for you today. And then bow down, maybe your forehead touches the ground. Namaste. Thank you very much for sharing this energy.